Let me start with a picture. You're driving down the highway. Two cars are weaving aggressively through traffic, cutting people off, accelerating hard, making everyone tense. Same behavior, same speed, but inside the car, very different stories. One driver is chronically late and disorganized. The other is rushing a sick child to the emergency room. From the outside, identical. From the inside, radically different. And here's the uncomfortable truth: boards and executive teams make this same mistake every day. Welcome to the Kathy Owen Perspective Podcast. My name is Kathy Owen, and I work with boards, founders, and deal operators to diagnose human pressure patterns before they turn into enterprise risk. I don't do culture fluff. I look at structural human dynamics inside high-stakes environments, especially in mergers and acquisitions, where speed, pressure, and identity collide. And today, we're talking about something most organizations completely misread: urgency. There are two types of urgency. They move at the same speed, but they are not the same. The first is enterprise urgency. This is necessary, time sensitive, mission protective. This leader makes hard calls under pressure, moves fast when capital is at risk, accepts temporary discomfort to protect long-term value. That's not ego, that's fiduciary responsibility. Now, the second type: identity urgency. Reactive, status protective, emotionally unexamined. This leader moves fast to defend image, silences dissent, and hides behind tenure, frames disagreement as disloyalty. Same speed, different motive. And if you can't distinguish between the two, you cannot accurately assess leadership risk. In acquisitions, pressure intensifies everything. Founders experience identity threat. Operators inherit emotional systems they didn't diligence. Boards mislabel behavior without diagnosing the pressure source. When identity urgency sits at the top, integration stalls, middle management disengages, informal loyalty networks activate, enterprise value erodes quietly. This is human risk, not personality drama. Structural risk. Most financial diligence completely misses it. So let's talk about disengagement. Roughly 70% of employees report being disengaged. This gets framed as a workforce problem. It's often a leadership pressure signal. When urgency is unexamined at the top, the system absorbs it. Employees don't disengage because they're lazy. They disengage because authority feels unstable and power feels unpredictable. Decisions feel identity-driven instead of enterprise-driven. That's not soft. That's a capital efficiency issue. Executives understand that language. Here are the questions most organizations never ask. Is this enterprise urgency or identity urgency? Is speed protecting value or is it protecting ego? Is decisiveness anchored in mission or is it in status immunity? Pressure is not the problem. Unexamined identity under pressure is. Calm is not softness. Calm is diagnostic power. In high-stakes environments, the ability to distinguish between pressure from ego determines whether leadership builds value or quietly destroys it. This lens is something I go much deeper on inside my book, Human Patterns Under Pressure: Because under stress, even high-performing leaders can shift into protective patterns without realizing it. And once those patterns embed in an organization, the cost of correction multiplies. The earlier you see it, the more you protect. You can find a link to my book in the show notes and description below. And if this episode resonated, there's a companion blog post to this episode, and inside that post, you'll find bonus resources and additional diagnostic insight. You can access that through the link in the show notes and description below. If you're a board member, founder, or deal operator navigating integration risk, and you want to assess pressure patterns before they metastasize into structural issues, visit my homepage. That's where you can request a diagnostic conversation. Because most organizations wait until integration problems are visible. By then, repair is very expensive. Same speed, different motive, and the difference determines enterprise value. All right, that's my episode for today. I trust that you found it helpful. And if you know someone who could benefit from this, please share it with them. And I'll see you in the next episode.